In this video, we're going to be talking about Arsenal, Ozil, and Fenerbahce. Buckle up. He's doing the most out here. What he's doing online is pretty much confirming the move himself. Let's take a look here quickly on Instagram and go to his actual profile. You can see there he's already changed the colors. Yeah, it looks pretty much confirmed. Of course, he's got the Arsenal stuff a bit lower, but his past 4 posts, here he's in a private jet, going with his wife and daughter to Istanbul to complete the signing, I'd assume. And it looks like it's going to happen. Yeah, it looks like it's going to happen. 7.5 years or 7.5 seasons at Arsenal. It's come to an end now, down to various reasons. Obviously, he's been treated badly after the national team campaign, and he was actually forced to retire after that. Then he was held at knife point shortly after with Sead Kolasinac, the pay cut fiascos, and then he outrageously stood up for people going through a tough time. And I think if you ask him, would he do it all again? He's the kind of guy, he does a lot of work to help people and things like that. I don't think he would change anything, and I respect him for that. So what I want to do now is actually look at his career in numbers. You've got the Premier League official site here. These are all of his seasons. What I want to look at here is something that's quite interesting. Now, before I make this comparison, it is a comparison to someone who, during my high school years, was an absolute hero. Okay, so we're going to compare him to Cesc Fabregas. Yeah? Now, this guy here, like I say, great player, was amazing to watch. Despite Fabregas playing over 30 more games than Ozil here, he's got only 2 more goals, and of course the assists are quite a bit more. But again, you have to look at the goals compared to the appearances made. Clean sheets, obviously I expected Fabregas to have a lot more clean sheets. Yellow cards, yeah, Fabregas was more aggressive. Goals per game, Ozil's higher. Minutes per goal, Fabregas. Shots, Fabregas. Shots on target, Fabregas. This doesn't surprise me. He was very attacking, and he wanted to get in on the goals. If we look at the assists, like we said earlier, 54 to 70. Big chances created. Ozil 65, Fabregas 14. Think about who Fabregas was playing with. He had the likes of, the end of Thierry Henry, Samir Nasri, Adebayor, Kleb, Rosicky, in and out, Robin van Persie, Eduardo. This guy had some ballers. Ozil, big chances created, 65. You think about who he had playing with him, Giroud. Sanchez was a very good player. But I remember Bentner coming on and being the only striker to be a backup to Giroud when he had the ponytail at the back. Passes, Ozil, a lot more and a lot less appearances. Completion is a lot better. Passes forward, almost 3,100 to 629. I don't know how this was measured. Maybe it was measured differently back then. But again, Fabregas did run at players a lot more. Passes backward, massive difference there. I can't really explain that one. Ozil had more touches, so we talk about controlling games. Maybe he didn't control them, in my opinion. He definitely influenced them. But in some games, the guy was untouchable. I remember the Man United 3-0 at the Emirates, where him and Sanchez just ran the show. Through balls, Fabregas has apparently a lot more. Crosses, Ozil a lot more. Dispossessed, Ozil a lot less. So make of that what you will. But look, this is not a sort of comparison to say this guy is better than this guy for sure, or the other way around. Just put a bit of respect on Ozil's name, is what I'm saying. But look, both of them, amazing players for Arsenal. And I'd say I'm lucky enough to have watched both of them. So, would have been nice to win the league though. For me personally, he will go down as an Arsenal great. Maybe you will disagree. 3 FA Cups. They're scoffed at a little bit. Community Shields, he was there for those. We got to a few finals, he was there for those. We also finished higher up the table more often than we should have. Maybe qualified for the Champions League in times where we probably shouldn't have. But the past is the past. Now it's all about Fenerbahce. Let's bring up the Turkish league. So here you got Beşiktaş and Fenerbahce. 18 games played, 38 points each. Perfect record in the last 5 games. Galatasaray, they're not having the best season, although there's not much in it. So if we have a look at Fenerbahce, let's go to the last game, which was today. 3-1 against Ankara. So let's have a look at their lineup here. You know, this is not a bad team. You probably recognise a few of these players here. You got Enner Valencia. What I remember of him, he's had a few, maybe 3 or 4 seasons at West Ham. Samata is actually on loan from Villa. Tiam, he was in the Inter Milan academy, from what I remember. He had a few spells at Juventus as well. He was in Serie A for a while. Luis Gustavo used to play for Bayern Munich. Not a bad player. Obviously, Arsenal chased him for a while as well. We all thought we were going to sign him. And you've also got Altay Bayındır, 22-year-old goalkeeper, very good prospect. And what you'll see here as well, actually, which caught my eye, is that the front three, all of them scored goals. Okay, so this is... I don't watch Fenerbahce too much. I will do now, since Ozil's going there. Obviously, it looks like Ozil will slot in here in Pelkas's role. I believe he's a Greek playmaker. Ozil will slot in here. Who else have they got on their team? Pape Cisse. We remember him from Newcastle, obviously. Very good player. So where's he been? I want to know what he's been doing. So he left China to go to Alanyaspor. Okay. Interesting. Anyway, let's have a look at the stats. So their possession team, pass accuracy, okay, doesn't mean much. But the important thing is they're a possession team. Look like they have a lot of shots. I know Ankara aren't the best team, but you still see a style of play through stats sometimes. What will he bring? I think he's going to bring more goals to these three. Whoever that front three is, he's going to bring more goals. Gustavo is in here as well, 1987. So that would make him, what, 33? So this is a strong team, and Fenerbahce haven't actually won the Super League since the 17-18 season. So if you're going to look at this league table, perfect record in the last 5 games, level on points. So Ozil can actually join in and help Fenerbahce win that Super League for the first time in 3 seasons. So 7th of February, you've got Galatasaray, and then the quarter-final against Başakşehir, who are actually the champions. So and of course they did beat Man United, so it's going to be a good season, a good 6 months to watch how Ozil does. MESUT ÖZIL, Fenerbahce, maybe it's already confirmed, probably is if you're watching this whenever it is uploaded, and end of an era. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If there's some things you agreed with, some things you disagreed with, that's okay. Put it down in the comments. If you're new here, subscribe. If you don't know already, if you haven't had a look back in the library of what I post, I like to put more cultural stuff here. I'll review a few things. And yeah, see what you think. But hit subscribe anyway, and then you will find out together. Until then, I'll catch you on the next one.